Hello everyone, happy October. I'm Allison with Green Goddess Plants and Seeds, and welcome to probably what will be one of the last outdoor garden chats of the growing season. So yes, the garden is pretty much done. There's just a few tomatoes left in the garden. We were busy this morning pulling all of the pumpkins out. We've been very, very fortunate in terms of the weather. We've had some lovely, warm, beautiful October and autumn days, but today that's changed. So yes, the weather is definitely changing. As I said, up until now, we've had some beautiful, gorgeous weather, beautiful autumn days. But they are forecasting tonight an overnight low of -6 Celsius. It's I think -21, I don't know, 27 Fahrenheit, somewhere like that. So it's the first hard frost that we've had of the season, and we are extremely lucky that it is so late. It's given us lots of time to pull stuff off, to do some cleanup, and not be in a mad rush. So, but you can definitely feel the change in the air. You can, this morning, even now, even though the sun's shining very brightly, you can feel there's a chill. The air is definitely much cooler, much colder. It's the weather is definitely changing and getting colder. So today, like I said, this morning, I was busy pulling all the last of the pumpkins and the winter squash. We still have a few tomatoes left in the garden, and I've got someone coming to pick those. So they should be here later this afternoon, and then the tomatoes will be done. And that'll be it for the garden for the year. Holy crap. Where did this summer go? It just zoomed right by. Even September just zoomed right by. I can't believe it's October already. It's hard to believe, but yes, behind me you can see we still have sunflowers going strong. The bees are still out and about. Probably the frost that we get tonight will probably do in whatever's left. We still have a few flowers, but I think there is still some Swiss chard in the garden as well, but after tonight that'll probably be done as well. But let's go take a look at some of the pumpkins that we got. All right, so yes, we filled our tiny little greenhouse with as many pumpkins as possible and winter squash to try and protect them from tonight's frost. There's a few plants too, a few pepper plants, some geraniums, but mostly some different varieties of pumpkins and squash. So, these are the last few days. Our pumpkin sale is on Saturday, so just another 3 days, and then these will be gone. And then that will be it for the garden. The garden will be done, other than some cleanup and some prep work. We're kind of still hoping to be able to put garlic in the ground before the end of the month. But other than that, the garden will be finished. Oh my goodness, it's hard to believe. So some of the different varieties that we got in here, we got some neons. These ones down in front, these are the neon pumpkins. They're a nice variety. They have a bush habit, and when the pumpkins form, they actually start out yellow, which I'm sure I've said this before, and then they turn a golden yellow or golden orange. And then these striped ones, these are the blaze. These are extremely prolific. We've got like a whole ton of these. Wowzers. And then we've got some spaghetti squash. Some of the bigger ones that we grew this year, we grew magic lantern. And then there's some odd shaped ones. They're big, but they're kind of odd shaped ones, like the ones in the back corner there. Those are the Worcester pumpkins, Worcester Indian pumpkin, I think, and they are an heirloom. And they, what little information I was able to find, they predate the Connecticut field pumpkin by about 100 years. So these Worcesters, they are dating from the 1600s, and they apparently are the forebearer to the Connecticut field pumpkin, which dates back to the 1700s. And then we've got some New England sugar pie pumpkin, and we got some butternuts, which oddly threw off a lot of these long neck ones, which kind of remind me a lot of the Canada crookneck, but I didn't actually plant any Canada crookneck. I planted some Burpee's early butternut, I think it was. So not too sure what's going on there. We definitely got some odd ones. And then the striped ones in the back there, those are the honey boat delicata. And then we've got some half pint, some really small half pint on the top shelf there. Some more pie pumpkins. And then these blue ones, these are the Jahardale blues. So I'm not totally impressed with the Jahardales. They weren't as prolific as I had hoped they would be, but you know, what do you do, right? Anyway, so these are the pumpkins, our gorgeous pumpkin harvest, or at least most of them anyway. So yes, the garden is almost done for another year. So just there's a little bit of cleanup to do, and like I said, we're hoping to put garlic in, and then we get to have some fun dreaming and planning for next year. So it's been a good season all the way around. We've learned lots. Like, this is only the second year that we've done the market garden, so it's every year is definitely a learning curve. We learn new things. We definitely need to be trying to put stuff in the ground earlier, although this year, you know, the weather didn't cooperate. It was either way too cold and then it was way too wet, so you know, the weather needs to help out too. But definitely need to plant more pumpkins, more cucumbers. We need to figure out how to grow carrots that in a way that work for us. I know we tried to grow carrots, but they just didn't grow very well. So some things we need to work on for next year. But like I said, our pumpkin sale's coming up, so we still have that. And yeah, so I hope you're enjoying a beautiful week wherever you are. Hope you're able to enjoy this beautiful autumn day. And we'll try and talk to you again there on the pumpkin sale, and we'll show you how we got things set up. Hopefully we'll have a few people out. It's supposed to be kind of cool and a little bit rainy, so we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. So anyway, like I said, I hope you're having a great week, and until next time, take care.